ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतामज्ञानमन्मूलयन् पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। श्लोक 41। बद्धत्वभावे सति मोक्षचिन्ता बन्धस्तु कस्येति विचारणेन सिद्धे स्वयं स्वात्मनि नित्यमुक्ते क्व बन्धचिन्ता क्व च मोक्षचिन्ता। Another important shloka, perhaps the most important of all SadDarshanams, of all shlokas of SadDarshanam. Ramana Maharshi says, there is no moksha at all. There is no moksha at all. What are we doing then? You might ask. Dharma artha kama moksha purushartha chaturvida phala purushartha siddhyartham nityam pannindirko theriyo theriliyo. He says, really speaking, there is no moksha at all. And that is correct. After knowing the meaning of the shloka, we will understand. That is correct. By definition, what is moksha? Removal of bondage is moksha. Bandha nivrityartham is moksha. Isn't it? So, not only Ramana Maharshi, even Vedanta tells there is no such thing called moksha. Because when bondage is not there, where is the question of moksha? Because bondage is only a notion in the mind. I am bound is a notion in the mind. When that is not there, who should get what? Who should get moksha? Accepting moksha means you are accepting bondage first. And accepting bondage means I have ignorance next. Ignorance causes bondage, samsara. Bondage causes moksha. So in moksha in Vedanta is not getting any moksha. It is like an elimination process. With the example of rope snake. Is there a rope snake? You have to say, is there a snake actually with respect to the rope snake? You have to on the torch and see there is no snake at all. It is only rope. And if somebody asks, did the snake go away? I will answer, yes, snake went away. Snake went away not in real words. There was no snake at all to send it away. So I am not bound at all to be liberated. If I think myself that I am bound, then yes, we have to get liberation. Moksha is there. I am ever free. Nitya Mukta Shuddha. Satchidananda Swarupaha. That is why in that Shivoham, na dharmaha, na arthaha, na kamaha, na moksha is also there. Moksha is also there. If I have to accept moksha, then I have to presuppose, I have to accept there is bandha. Strong ajnanamu irukku, adanal bandhamu irukku, samsaramu irukku. Very nice. So then what is all this Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, if you ask? Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasana is not to get moksha. Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam is to know that I don't want moksha. Adu vidamato. We will not give up Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. Somehow we will use that and say that not to get moksha, but to say that we don't want moksha through this Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. And Ramana Maharshi very nicely tells. First line. நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோக ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது என்னை நமக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியாது. Bonda Mirka, we have bondage, Vanosha, the liberation. From almost 22 days, we are doing continuously. The day how we were on the first day, the same thing now also continues. Where is bondage? Where is moksha? What is that we are doing? This is another kind of liberation. சொல்லிண்டே போங்க. அவரு சொல்றார், அவர் சொல்லி போயிட்டார், நீங்க சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். அவ்வளவுதான். சேம் அவர் கண்டிஷன் ஹஸ் நாட் சேஞ்ச். 20 days அல்லாத 200 ஜென்மாஸ் அது கண்டிஷன் சேஞ்ச். Anyways, first line. Baddhatva, same. There is no anvaya required here. Very nicely here it writes. Means anvaya, I mean, no rephrasing required. It is properly put. Baddhatva bhave sati moksha chinta. Baddhat moksha chinta means the concern for moksha, or to validate moksha, or to say moksha is meaningful. What is required? There should be a bondage. Baddhatva. Baddhatva bhave. Moksha is meaningful only because of bondage. Bandhatva bhave sati. If bandhatva is not there, where is moksha? Now we have to ask the question, for whom is this bandhatva? For whom is this bondage? Iti vicharane bandha tu kasyah. Second line. Bandha tu kasyah. Without asking the question, we generally start our sadhana. What is the sadhana we are doing? We think 10th man case madri. I am the 10th man. Somebody came and told, you would do that. Karma yoga you have to do. First get purified. அப்படியா? சரி, பண்ணி ஆச்சு. இப்போ உபாசனை யோகா பண்ணுங்க, சித்த ஏகாகிரதை வரணும் உங்களுக்கு. அப்படியா? சரி. அந்த உபாசனை சித்த ஏகாகிரதை வருமா, சித்த சாஞ்சல்யம் வருமா? In upasana yoga, do you get concentration of the mind or concentration is pieces? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி பீசஸ் தான். திங்க். இங்க உட்கார்றது, அங்க எங்கோ பாக்குறது, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬದ್ಧ ತಾನೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಾನೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು. I have to sit like this straight, spine, keep the spine straight. Why? Already spine is bent, so there is always a bondage in the first spine line. Think. Anyways, ரொம்ப டைம் இருக்கு, நாங்க ஜாஸ்தி ಹೇಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. Baddhatva bhave. We have to ask for whom before starting the sadhana. For whom is this sadhana? What is that I want to achieve through sadhana? Have you ever asked? சாமிஜி நீங்க தான் ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணால, அது வாங்கிக்கோங்க இது வாங்கிக்கோங்க. நான் never asked. நீங்க ஒரு நாள் வந்து இது பண்ணுங்க, நான் உங்களுக்கு தீட்சை கொடுத்துட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க, அந்த ஹோப்ஸ்ல இருந்தோம். ஏன்னா ஆகும். இப்போ நீங்க சொல்றேன், உங்களை நம்பி வந்தோம். ஆக்சுவலி உங்களுக்கு தான் திட்டணும். நான் we should not scold the God and Shastra. We should scold you first. You came one day and said that that is nice, this is nice, you take that, you say that is. ஆமா சொன்னேன், புரிஞ்சுடுச்சு எனக்கு. இப்போ அதை திருப்பி உல்டா சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். When I was in struggle, I should bring all you in struggle na. ಗೃಹಸ್ಥರು ಮಾಡಲ್ವಾ ಕೆಲಸನ? If there is a grahastha, he gets married, he or she is in trouble. What will they advise? Will they advise that you be single? No, you also come. There is some kind of a maja here. Come, they will call you. That is how I also did. Anyways, first we should ask, for whom is this bandha? When you do such vicharaha, he says, iti vicharenena. What is the vichara? In the ahankara, that is I, two components are there, Atma and Anatma. Atma is never bound. Atma is never bound. Deha is ever bound. Yarakapa moksha? Atma is not bound. Atma is immortal. Deha is ever mortal. For whom is this bandha moksha ata? Bandha to kasya? He is asking the question. First tell me, for whom is this? 18 Mahapuranas, 18 Upapuranas, many Tantra Granthas, that these are all talking of bondage alone. Jiva Jagat Ishvaraha. Idam Trayam Yavadamasti Syat Tavat Paryantam Vedaha Asti. Napka idya shloka? By vichara, we have to discover. Atma can never be bound. Anatma is ever bound. That he explains. So do the vichara of the Atma, ahankara vichara. Third line. Swatmani nityamukte siddhe. We will able to clearly understand what our real nature is. Swa Atmani means our real nature. Our real nature is what? Ever free. Nitya Muktaha. In that I, which is Atma, is my real nature, which is ever free. Nitya Muktaha. Iti Siddhe is clearly established. You have to clearly understand this. Don't run behind sadhanas. Become a Siddha. Become a Siddha, a accomplished person. Always we should say, I have nothing to accomplish in life. I have accomplished everything. That is Trupti Bhavaha. Vedanta study panniyache. Even next we should not say what is the next text. That is Atrupti Bhava. When we say that SadDarshanam we are going to complete and what is next, that is Atrupti. We should stop here. Stop panna pora ipo parunga. Solre class ana prava. Because we have got the knowledge. What else is required? We have to do this chintana. Swatmani nityamukte siddhe. It is very clearly established that I am the consciousness which is ever free. I will not do any other thing which will make me bound, whether secular or sacred. If that is the case, kva bandha chinta, kva moksha chinta. Fourth line. Where is the thought of bondage to me? Where is the question of bondage? If bondage itself is not there, where is the question of getting liberated? I am not bound or liberated. I am beyond both bound and liberated. So I am James Bond. So Ladigo. I am, that's all. I am. That is a time, or it is not an event. That is a space where only silence prevails after Jnana. Not Mauna Vrata silence, not Dhyana silence. Knowing your true nature, everything becomes mithya. It is a wondrous life. You become just silent. That should be the goal. We should all be silence. We should all observe silence. That silence should become natural to us. And that silence is the higher nature. In our own higher presence, we should be silent. No bandha, no moksha, no accomplishment. Next. Rupinya rupinya ubhayatmika cha muktistraya rupeti vido vadanti. Idam trayam ya viminatyahandi tasyah pranasha paramartha muktihi. You might ask one question regarding previous shloka. If moksha is not there, then why the shastras are telling? Isn't it? Why shastras are talking about moksha? Because Vedanta also has to market itself. When all the other schools of thought are talking about moksha, I cannot be an odd man out and say that moksha is not there. Nobody will come to me. So I also have to talk about moksha, and then after introducing you to the Vedanta study, you yourself will know moksha is not something to get. It is to abide in the knowledge. That is why we call as adhyaropa apavada. We say Srushti is there initially, and after knowing the Srushti, when you go deeper to the Srushti, when you don't get the answer, we negate the Srushti at all, the Srushti itself. Adhyaropaha, imposition, superimposition, and then negation. Then why can't we do the negation first? I have come with the notion of superimposition, so I have to take you like that. I here means the Veda. As the other day or many classes before, maybe in Viveka Chudamani, or I had told you this incident of Gurudev and Tapovan Maharaj, that he told bring water from Gangotri. You remember that experience which I told? Gurudev Chinmayananda was having the Vedanta study class with Swami Tapovan Maharaj. And Tapovan Maharaj always, this comes in his book itself, the life history, Journey of the Master. He says, Guru Tapovanji, you are explaining everything through an object, means through a condition. You are explaining the unconditional through the condition. Why can't you explain the unconditional without any condition? This I had told, if you had remembered many years back. Then Tapovan Maharaj told, okay, get me water. And you have to get water from Gangotri. Ashram is in Uttarkashi. Get me a bucket of water in Gangotri, or sorry, from Gangotri. Where is Gangotri and where is Uttarkashi? 200 kilometers. And he has to walk there and bring. That is the tapas. Why Gurudev is so great now. Learned the Shastras from the Guru in person, doing the seva of the Guru. Think. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸ್ಫುರೀಕರದು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Anyways, then he brought. See, there itself, when we do the seva of a Guru, there itself chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, everything is taken care. Swarthatene iralla. But the unnecessary, this ego will always come. Anyways, so he brought the water. And Tapovan Maharaj asked, there is a big story he writes there. I will cut it short. Gurudev, I have brought the water. I asked you water. Why did you bring in bucket? I asked you bring the water. You brought the water in a bucket. Means what? There is a condition bucket where the water is there. Can you bring water just like that? For the teaching purpose, I have to talk the unconditional through some condition. I have to introduce Srishti to you. Without introducing Srishti to you, I cannot just negate everything. That is the process of teaching. Moksha is there, we have to tell. Once you are coming to the advanced stage, no moksha at all. Because I am not bound at all. I am not the Deha, I am not the mind. I just put the Vesham of the Ahankara. Where am I bound? Bound is in my mind. Because I'm identifying my vrittis along with this Ahankara. Moksha is not there. Think. The moment I think I am bound, I run after a lot of pariharas. Anyways, next shloka we have read. Now this is another peculiar shloka. We come to moksha because of duality. The previous shloka is over. Don't connect to this. This is a different shloka altogether. We come to moksha because of duality, because of samsara, divisions. But there are people who will create, Ramana Maharshi is telling, there are people who will create divisions in moksha itself. I want to come to moksha because I don't want any divisions, any samsara, any duality. I want only that one state of happiness. But there are peculiar people who makes divisions in moksha, he is telling. Apdiya, ama. Mukti into several parts. See the second line, he says, Vidaha vadanti. Vidaha means scholars, Vidwan. Vidaha vadanti. The scholars talk about what? Muktihi. Mukti trirupaha. 3 types of mukti they talk. Jiva Jagatishwara mukti is already there. That they have left. Now they are talking about divisions in mukti itself. And we know there are 4 types of mukti in Bhakti literature. Sayujya, Samipya, Salokya, Sarupya. They could have added one more because 5 fingers. One they would have added. See, Samipya, Sarupya, Salokya, Sayujya. What this one thumb did, they could have added. Ambal kitta pogana. Pada sevara pannadu. The other day, recently, this Vaishnavas Bhakti and Shaivas Bhakti are okay, I feel, than the Devi Bhakti. Why? Because direct entry. Direct entry. Where Shiva is there, where Vishnu is there. But this Devi Bhakti is not like that. Lot of corridors. Lot of corridors. Shyamala has one place. Varahi has one place. Bala has one place. And each Devis has their own places. Sampatkari, Ashwaruda, Tiraskarani, Nakuli. And ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಣಿದ್ವೀಪಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಆಯಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಲಲಿತಾ ತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿನ. There are 4. Here Ramana Maharshi is telling, okay, I will take only 3. I cannot have 4. What is that? He says, first line, Rupini, Arupini, ಯಾರ ಹೆಸರು ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಯಾರು ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಬಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ. ರೂಪಿಣಿ, ಅರೂಪಿಣಿ, ಉಭಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ. ರೂಪಿಣ್ಯ ರೂಪಿಣ್ಯ ಉಭಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಚ. Rupini means Rupaha, andre Sharira. Rupa is equal to Sharira. There are one school of thought, they say Liberation is possible with Sharira, not in this loka, in higher loka. You have a different Sharira. Who is that? Jaimini, Purva, Veda Purva Bhaga people are all say that leave this Sharira, you will get some other Sharira, enjoy that in the higher loka. That is one kind of a mukti. Veda Purva Bhaga, Vishishtadvaitins, they all talk about Rupini Moksha. Another Sharira in the higher loka. That is very easy. Being in Bangalore or in Tiruvannamalai, this one. Going to Switzerland is another moksha. Because there is another Sharira. Costume change agute. Switzerland kodre. I had gone, that is why I'm telling you. Swamiji, why did you go? I thought I'll get happiness there. I did not get, so I came back. And everybody saw me like some devata has come because my costume was like that. If I wear dhoti shalya and go to Switzerland, everybody was stuck. In the trample kutre, everybody thought I was a Jain Swami that time. Because white and white. Hawaii chappli hakond hogide 50 rupees Paragon. Anyways, so Rupini is Sharira. Moksha through another Sharira. A different kind of Sharira. Adala I will not explain, not required here. Arupini means moksha without Sharira. No Sharira at all. This is another school. In Brahma Sutra, Vyasacharya talks about this. Badari, one school is there. Not Badarayana. Badari is one school. Yoga people. All the yoga people, they say, we will go to the next somewhere logo as a light. No Sharira, as a light. You have to ask what light. 0 watts tube light. As a light they go. Without Deha. Third is Ubhayatmika. Ubhayatmika means both with Sharira, without Sharira. Vedanta will come here. Why Vedanta will come here? Because Vedanta talks about two, Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. Vedanta is also not excluded here. Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. For whom is this Mukti? In Vedanta. For an ignorant is Jivan Mukti. I have told in many times. For Ajnani, when they see a Jnani, they say the Jnani has attained that state, liberation state. So he's a Jivan Mukta. Sa Sharira Mukta here. After leaving, Videha Mukta. Think. Rupini is another Sharira, another Loka. Arupini, no Sharira, another Loka, just light. Third, Vedantins, Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. Will a Jnani claim that I am Jivan Mukta ever? No. Can Jnani or Ajnani claim I am a Videha Mukta ever? No, that is also not possible. For whom is this then? For an Ajnani. Because of the behavior of a Jnani, the Shastra is telling us to address those people as Jivan Muktas. It is a kind of arrangement made by the Shastras to call Jnanis are like that. From the standpoint of Jnani, no. Mukta eva, previous Swatmani Nitya Mukta Siddhe, Siddha Vastu. Look at the glory of Ahankara. After negating the Jivatva, Jagat and Ishvara in all the shlokas, Jagat has gone. Ishvara is also gone. But this Jiva as Ahankara is continuing and he is dividing in Moksha itself. That is the glory of Ahankara. Ahankara is not ready to give up its nature. Come and divide in Moksha Swarupa also. Moksha are 3, Moksha 4, 5, 10. With Sharira, without Sharira, here and now, where? See? Classifying Mukti, making division in Mukti, just like we make division in the Prapancha. He says, this Ahankara has to drop first. It has to be destroyed first. 4th line. Tasyaha pranashaha. Tasyaha pranashaha. That is real Mukti. Paramartha Mukti. Again, here Paramartha Mukti means there is an adjective. Paramaha. Oh, there is another Mukti called Aparamaha. No, it's not like that. Paramartha Mukti means it is a state of silence. Somewhere we have to add some conversation, some words we have to use to communicate. This Ahankara has to be falsified. Physically, Ahankara we cannot destroy. If Ahankara we have to destroy, then how do the teaching happen? Gurus will have more Ahankara than other people, including me. How to teach them? If teaching is not possible, then all the other adharmic methods will start in the name of moksha. Already it has started. Ahankaram is a vesha we have to put for a teaching purpose. Adhyaropa samaye. Apavada samaye, take it out. It is a silence. Silence which has come after jnanam, after sufficient shravana manana nididhyasana. Not the yoga silence or something other silence. After doing Hatha Yoga sadhana, there is an asana called Shavasana, where you relax your body and mind is calm because of tiredness, not that silence. We do Swamiji every day. Silence we do after Shavasana. No, that is not. We do that kind of a silence because we want to gain energy and again talk. Not that. Paramartha bodhe tas ahankara pranashaha paramartha bodha. Aham sada satchid ananda swarupaha. This has to be claimed. Never we should think that I am working. Even Vedantic students should not think that I am working for moksha. Drop that notion. No working. We are only dismantling or removing all the notions which we have put on our own self. Attributes. Remove the attributes. If we want to be happy in life once for all, this is the only way. There is no other way. Never try any other methods. Even Bhagavan comes and tells there are ways. Don't listen to Bhagavan. Don't listen. If that Bhagavan, because Bhagavan cannot say, because this is his teaching. If some other Bhagavan comes and tells, then it is not Bhagavan or it is your own imagination, where Ramana Maharshi itself have told in the earlier shlokas. Devata Darshan is my imagination. Simple, over. Longing for Devata Darshan is my imagination. Think. With this, SadDarshanam text is over. The teaching part is over. The next two is a concluding part. The author, we don't know the author of 43rd and 44th shloka. Some say Vasishtha Ganapati Muni, some say some other. That author's name is unknown. So they wind up in 43rd and 44th glorifying Ramana Maharshi and the text called SadDarshanam. Author is unknown. And there are people say that it is Vasishtha Ganapati Muni, not as Pratama Purusha, as Uttama, the third person, Uttama Purusha. Anyways, whatever it is, that is not important to us. We will read together. We will read and then see the meaning. SadDarshanam Dravidavang Nibandham Maharshina Shri Ramanena Shuddham Prabandhamutkrishta Amartyavanyam Anudyavasishta Munir Yatanit Sattatvasaram Saralam Dadhana Mumukshuloka Yamudam Dadana Amanushashri Ramani Yavani Mayukabithir Munivang Vibhati. Very nicely written. Very nice it is, in fact. 43rd shloka. What they say? Dravidavang Nibandham. Dravidavang Nibandham means Tamil. The original work was written in Tamil. The name of the text is SadDarshanam. First line. SadDarshanam Dravidavang Nibandham. Nibandham means properly written. Properly written. And how properly? Shuddham. Second line, last verse, Shuddham. It is a pure work without any defect. What kind of defect can we expect from a composition like this, or any compositions? No Shabda doshaha, no Artha doshaha. Artha doshaha means there should not be any defect in explaining the meaning, and there should not be any grammatical error while making the shloka. Shabda doshaha na, Artha doshaha na. To that extent, it is Shuddham, Nibandham, compact. Nibandham is good, compact. Who wrote this? Maharshina Shri Ramanena Shuddham. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi wrote this. Prabandham, third line. Prabandham is again a work, a composition by Ramana Maharshi. How is it? Utkrishtam, supreme, great. A great work of SadDarshana. Paravidya. SadDarshana talks about Paravidya, self-knowledge. All the other things talks about Aparavidya, non-self or not self. Prabandham Utkrishta Amartyavanya. Amartyavanya means, Amartya means what? Amaraha. Amaraha, the Devatas. Devatas Vani means Sanskrit. So I have written in Sanskrit. Who? Vasishta Ganapati Muni. He might also be telling, or somebody else might also be telling. The Moola Grantaha is Dravida Bhashaha. I have translated that in Samskrita Bhashaha, Amartyavani, Devavani, in Sanskrit. How is that word translated shown? Anudya. Anudya means Anuvadaha. Anudya is equal to Anuvadaha. Translated into Sanskritam. Vasishta Munir Yatanim. The translator name is Ganapati Munihi. Vasishta name was given by Ramana Maharshi. Ganapati name was given by his parents because he was a Ganapati Upasaka. Paranga Swami. இவளை எழுதிருக்காரு. இவர் உபாசனை பண்ணதான் எழுதிருக்காரு இல்லையா? என்ன சொல்றாரு? Dundi Ganapati, which is there in Varanasi. He said, if you read his life history, very nice life history. 48 days, morning till sunrise to sunset, continuous. He never got up from the seat. Moola mantra, just gum, gum, gum. Ganapati, Bijakshara Japa. Then he got the name Ganapati. Means his parents had given, he had an interest. Then all the Dashamaha Vidyas he had mastered. He has written a book called Uma Sahasram, a very tough composition on Devi. Lot of hidden mantras are there. Through shlokas, he has given lot of bijaksharas. And recently, I told somebody they have translated into Kannada also. Uma Sahasram. He has written commentary on entire Rigveda in Telugu, 18 volumes, I think. I'm not sure the volume numbers, 8 or 18, I'm not sure. He had the vision of Dashamahavidya Chinnamastha. Chinnamastha has given the Khadga, the thunderbolt to him, the Vajrayuda of Indra to him. With that Vajrayuda, he made lot of renaissance in Tamil Nadu. He was a great man. Ramana himself told that you have come for some purpose, but you have one more janma, because all these will not give you moksha. Next janma, pursue only SadDarshanam. Because I was also there that time. No, this is recorded. I am not telling you, read his works. You might be a great philanthropist, a great karma yogi. You might build Narayana Hridaya to all the people. Okay. You might be a Rushi. You might be you might be one of the Rushis. That is why Saptarshis are still there. They might be Jnanis or dash dash. Self-knowledge will alone give Atma Jnanam, where you need not think that you have to come here, go there. And the concept is the more people, I have to go there. I have to go there. This is as if that I am here in this house and I want to go to Bangalore. I want to go to my hometown. The yogis will talk about I have to go there. Upasakas will have to talk about I have to go to the source. என்னப்பா சோர்ஸ் அது? எப்படி தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு அந்த சோர்ஸ்ல நீங்க வந்தேன்னா? பைத்தியக்காரர் பேச்சு. நாங்களும் மண்டே ஆட்டுவோம். ஆமா ஆமா கரெக்ட். அந்த போகணும். நீங்க வரவே இல்லையாப்பா, நீங்க எங்க போறவே? அஜாயதே மிரியதேவா கதாச்சித். Beautiful it is put on. Still better, because we are in dharma and we are all doing better than adharmic ajnanis and become a dharmic ajnani. Ajnani continues, whether you are an upasaka or a office going person, you are still an ajnani, but upasaka ajnani, that's all. Karma yogi ajnani. Just as people going to office and doing various secular ajnani, most of us are sacred ajnanis. No differentiation, because that also will start from yes sir. Ajnani is anyway common, sacred and secular. See how nicely it says. Vasishta Munir Yatanit. He has composed this in Yatanit, means he has written in Samskrita Bhasha. Next. Satatvasaram Saralam Dadhana. This SadDarshanam is Saralam. Very, very concise. Teaching is very Saralam, because it attacks your ahankara. That is why most of us cannot accept that. All the other books will not attack the ahankara. It will glorify the ahankara. Adu panna, idu panna. இல்லையா? இது நீ இந்த அகங்காரத்துக்கு ரூட்டுக்கு போகும். Saralam Dadhana. Dadhana means it presents. It presents in a simple manner. Satatva means the teaching, the reality, the truth. Saram means, here Saram is not the essence. Saram means the teaching. SadDarshanam as a teaching is told in a simple manner. It presents in a simple manner. The truth of SadDarshanam is presented in a simple manner in 40 shlokas. In a simple manner. The existence, the pure existence. To whom it is told? Not for all the people. Only for mumukshoho. Mumuksho lokaya mudam dadana. For mumukshus means for people who are seriously interested. From tomorrow, what will you do when there is no class? TV பார்க்குறேன், யூடியூப் இருக்கு, phone இருக்கு, இல்ல சண்டை போடுவேன், something is there, fight பண்றேன், நீ சரியில்லை அது சரியில்லை சொல்லுவேன். All these days you were telling, now we will tell. I will continue to do what I was doing. No, mumukshaha means he has to be a seeker. Now since we know, what are we supposed to do from tomorrow? Every day one shloka mananam, same time. Not to get moksha, to know that I am already in moksha. Not to get moksha, to know that already we are in moksha. Still, Shravana Manana has to go on. Mumukshalokaya mudam dadana. For a serious sadhaks, this will give mudam. Mudam means a joy, a happiness of my own higher nature. Just by chanting this SadDarshanam with that raga, it will give an ananda. Knowing the meaning, Paramananda. It's a greatest joy. Mokshaha, mumukshuhu here means in Vedantic language, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti adhikara, sampanna adhikara. And who has written this? Sri Ramaniya Vani. It has come from Ramana Maharshi. And who is Ramana Maharshi? Amanusha. Amanusha. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Dakshinamurti Swarupa Ramana Maharshi. Amanusha means an avatar Purusha. Not Manusha, Amanusha. A great person, a Mahatma. Mayuka Bithir Munivang Vibhati. Vibhati means Prakasha, an excellent work. And this excellent work is captured through a mirror. Bittihi means a reflection. What is the reflection? Translating in Sanskritam is reflection. Original is in Tamil. Sun is a Tamil work. Surya is Tamil. The reflection is Sanskritam. Ade kavita nodi ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Mayukha means a rays of light. A rays of light, a reflection. That glory of translated version is given. Mayuka Bithir Munivang Vibhati. Munivang means Vasishta Ganapati Muni. So somebody has written. Vasishta Ganapati's Muni's Samskrita translation is like a mirror, and the original is Ramana's Tamil translation. Tamil original work. Mayuka Bithir Munivang Vasishta Ganapati Muni Vibhati. It is as good as the original work because it is an excellent work. It is the sun rays itself is coming out through the translation also. With this, SadDarshanam is completed. Chaturmasya, though time is still there, we have done a very good. We have spent the time very nicely. We have not wasted time, at least for me. And I thank all of you who have sincerely attended. And because of all of you, I am benefited. I tell at the end of every text, you are not the benefiters, I am the benefiter. As Gurudev says, loud thinking. I just did loud thinking. So you were there, fortunately or unfortunately, to hear. I was fortunate enough to stay in front of you. So I am the person who has benefited thoroughly. So I have to practice on this more. And 100% blessings, 100% blessings for the people who have attended all the classes. Part blessings for people who have attended here and there. அது சொல்லுவேன் ஏன்னா வாசனை நான் விட மாட்டேன். Yeah, important text. Next time, try to be regular, attend all the classes. Even if it is held up somewhere, leave everything and attend classes. Because attending class is not getting moksha. You can, at least during that time, you can be on your own swarupa. Think on my own nature. Yeah. Adunala classes are very important. Attend and enjoy your Jivan Mukti and Jivan Mukti status. Vidha Mukti சொல்ல முடியாது. Jivan Mukti status. Aho Shastram, Aho Shastram, Aho Guruhu, Aho Guruhu, Aho Jnanam, Aho Jnanam, Aho Sukam, Aho Sukam. Ajivam Trayam Sevyam Vedanto Guru Ishvaraha Ado Jnanaptaye Karmat Kritagyascha Nivattaye. Solinde record. Ajivam Trayam Sevyam. With this I conclude. Om Sham Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.